This is a 2018 Range Rover Sport HSE V8 SD Dynamic, and it's one heck of a car. So if you're a career politician or an aspiring tenderpreneur, this is your ultimate dream car. The Range Rover V8 has ample performance and some decent returns on fuel economy, but it's not what this car's about. You don't drive this because you're worried about, you know, saving $100 on a tank of fuel. No ways. No, you're more thinking in line with the next deal with the municipality, or perhaps construction deal, whatever it is. This car is what you're looking for, and it pulls just like a bride. This is a turbocharged V8 4.4 liter diesel. Now the returns are quite respectable for a car this size and a car with this much performance. In fact, the V8 delivers 250 kilowatts of power and an earth-shattering 740 newton meters of torque. And it does that while returning a respectable 8.5-ish liters per 100 k's. Let's face it, this car is very nice. I mean, it's got 3 screens, as you can see. Didn't take me too long to get used to it. It's fairly intuitive. I mean, we live in the days of smartphones, so you know, having touch screens on your car is not that big a deal. The only thing is that once they are turned off, of course, they do leave a little bit of finger marks on them. But as you can see, let me do a quick run through. Obviously, it's not going to be comprehensive, but I just like to show you. So even though I'm driving, I'm not that much distracted. I mean, essentially you get a bit of a feel for where everything is at. Initially, yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a distraction, but you get used to it quite quickly. But I think, you know, if you have a little knob that you can use, that may be something that is gonna help you out a little bit. But as you can see, the home screen, and you can select between various options. I kind of like, when I'm driving, I like to have some of the vehicle information displayed, so you can just change all of that through the vehicle's infotainment system. Let's put it there on the cell phone. It's just easy. At the moment it's paired to a Samsung Galaxy S9. I'm not getting any royalties, just saying. But what makes it nice is you have some of the carryover information displayed here. For instance, there's a song that we've been listening to and it's preloaded, so I'll just give it a quick play, and it's in the background. It's nice, it's out of the way. You want to stop, I just hit pause before I get charged royalties. But there's another screen, third screen is the driver's display. There you can choose what you want to see. Currently I have the tachometer to my left and the rev counter displayed to my right, with just a nice little logo of the Range Rover in the middle. Of course, it is configurable, so you can choose whether you would like to see the navigation. In fact, while we're driving, let me just show you. Go to display layout, let's say full map, and there we go. Or you can say one dial. Let's go one up, one dial, and just make a turn. Very easy to use. One dial, and we'll have the rev counter with the speedometer displayed in the middle. This is quite nice. I think I'm going to keep it in this mode. So if we get back to the center console, what I love about this is if you want to activate the heated seats, hit the seats button right there, and you have the option between the driver and passenger seat. Now the dials below display the seat emblems, and you can just, if you want, let me see if I want to put the heating on my seat, you'll see it displaying red, and inside this dial it'll say +3, meaning it is on its maximum setting, and then I can choose between 3, 2 and 1, or I can just switch it off. So what's very nice about the system is that you actually get used to it quite quickly, and I kind of think that's where all modern cars are going. And I think as technology advances, systems like this will become even easier to use. Of course, you can connect to Apple CarPlay on the system, and it's just so easy to use. And of course, this car just oozes quality. I mean, the materials, everything is soft touch. There are no cheap materials anywhere in this cabin at all. I mean, you go even on top of the doors, where sometimes manufacturers would put a kind of a cheap plastic here. Land Rover did not cheap out. This is quality, very soft touch. And of course, I mean, everywhere you feel, all the materials are of the highest quality. Now, another thing that I quite like is the fact that the rear view mirror doesn't have a frame. It's frameless. Stunning. It's just class. I mean, man, if you're a professional politician or a soccer star, or whether you're looking for something that's just a little bit different to the normal kind of SUV brands and market, this car's perfect. I kind of, you know, when I'm driving this vehicle, I'm thinking to myself, is this really competition for something like an BMW X-Class or an ML? And to be honest with you, I don't think so. For me, the competition for a vehicle like this is more S-Class Mercedes. Yeah, sure, you may say to me, but hey, you know what, Hein, the one is an SUV, it's raised, it's higher. Yes, I agree with you. But the market for a car like this, to me, is more the buyer that's looking, you know, for something that they can drive themselves, but it's also very luxurious and very practical in the same sense. Now, this car, I must tell you, I'm enjoying every second of this drive. It does, I mean, people do take notice. They take notice. Some people like what they see, and then obviously we get plenty of other people that gives you that kind of that jealous stare, you know, that, wow, I can see, I can smell you looking down on me kind of stare. You get that quite often. This Range Rover, pardon me, weighs significantly more than your Hilux, yet it has better return on fuel economy. It's a more capable off-roader. It's a lot more luxurious, but also we know it's a lot more expensive too. As a package, as a car, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And one thing that I like about this vehicle that I didn't mention as well is the fact that it's got heads-up display. It's something you won't pick up on the GoPro, but it just helps. I mean, it just helps you to keep your eyes on the road. Now, using this car, this can easily be one of the most practical, luxurious vehicles on sale today. And I'm growing pretty fond of it. I think I'm going to have a tough old time returning this. But one thing that I must say about vehicles like this, you know, back in the day when I used to work in investment cars, my former boss, Louis Rostron, he used to say, the bigger you go, the harder you fall. And that is unfortunately true when buying vehicles like this. Yes, you pay for the luxury, you pay for the experience, you pay for the brand name, but these things depreciate like a Marxist economy. You lose money by the day, that is the unfortunate reality when buying a vehicle like this. And it's not just this vehicle. Whatever you buy, if you're going to be spending a lot of money on a vehicle, you must know the depreciation factor is going to be significant. Just check the size of these wheels, okay? These are 21-inch alloys, but it's not just the size of the wheels that is impressive. Just take a look at the size of those discs. Let me just show you the panoramic sunroof. It's quite nice. It just gives this dark cabin an, you know, an airy, more airy feel. It doesn't feel so claustrophobic. And of course, you can see everything is just so neatly finished. Very, very nice. This car is also, of course, very spacious at the back. Just good quality materials. Of course, I love this Land Rover coat hanger. It's just nice. All very, very nice indeed. If we come to the back, the boot, of course, opens automatically once you press the button, and it reveals some decent storage. That is one of the best looking taillights in the auto industry. Just love the look of that. So let me just get in the zone and just enjoy the ride a little bit. Of course, you know, if you like this video, why don't you subscribe? I mean, really, honestly, I can't think of any excuses on your behalf, so just subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell, and you will be informed every time I upload new content. And I'm getting better at this, by the way. So that's me signing out. Have yourselves a great day. God bless.